What's going on, everybody? Horror God here once again. Today I am going to be giving you my review on the mid-season finale of The Walking Dead from Sunday night. Now, fair warning, this video will contain spoilers. So if you've not seen the episode yet, you should go actually watch it because it was only 2 days ago. You had more than enough time. But fair enough, if you have not seen it, X out this video now. You do not want to be spoiled. Got Lucille here that I reviewed in my last video with the bets here. And I think it's time to get right down to business. So pretty much the episode does open up with each different community from Hilltop Kingdom and Alexandria one by one. We start off with Maggie looking over Glenn's grave over at the hilltop before, Gregory comes along. I don't know too much about him besides that he was kind of a douche in the comics. I don't know what you guys think, but pretty much we watch them have a little discussion. And then it looks like we go over right to Alexandria, where we see Negan, who unwelcomely is in Alexandria with Carl from the last episode, shaving. He finally shaved himself. As he would say, I need to shave this shit. He shaved. We see an unshaved Negan, which I was actually glad about because I do know in the graphic novels, he's clean shaven. So pretty much we see what's going on with that. Then there's a clip where we move on to the kingdom, where we see Morgan and Carol finally talking. And I've been waiting since episode 2 to find out what's going on with those two, what's going on with the kingdom, so everything gets broken down. But pretty much our main thing is over in Alexandria. Negan was cooking up some dinner, and he has Carl there along with Olivia waiting Rick's arrival, while we see Rick and Aaron gathering supplies for the last minute, but we see him fighting walkers. They're pretty much over on this raft trying to gather supplies for the saviors, and we see a little bit of attack, trying to gather all this information. Then you see someone standing there, so I guess we'll find out more on the next episode. Still over in Alexandria, we see pretty much a clip and a really good powerful scene with Father Gabriel and Rosita. Rosita looks like she's giving up hope. She has the one bullet. Her mission is that she wants to kill Negan. So Father Gabriel gives her good advice. She brings up Abraham and Glenn about what Negan and the Saviors did. And that's when the clip ends, and we go right to Spencer and Rosita kind of talking. Spencer's all about giving up his supplies. You see the Saviors loving it. So he's going over, he's planning to try to swip things up, brown-nosed Negan, see where everything's going, pretty much. We see a clip where, Aaron's coming in with the drive of everything, after fighting off the walkers, after fighting everything off. We pretty much see a clip where the Saviors want to deliver a message over a faulty note. They're beating the holy hell, Negan's words, out of Aaron. Not to death, but his face is pretty much busted open a little bit. So that's how we go through the Saviors' whole location, their hideout. Daryl, we finally find out he actually finally spreads through his little I want to say it's a little jail cell. We see him pretty much eating peanut butter. We see him gathering everything up. We see him trying to make his escape, yet only little by little we finally find out that he kills and slaughters Fat Joey, who did give just enough credit in the show, as he leaves with Jesus, and we find out later on what's going on. Now, back at Alexandria, we finally find Spencer and Negan sharing a good time together, drinking whiskey or whatever that was, talking about, vacationing and having a friendly conversation. There's no harm going. No one expects a thing. And then they decide to play some pool, or billiards, as many would call it. Now, moving on, we see Michonne with another redheaded savior And she takes them to a location where she says everyone is Negan, as they said in the 6th season. So pretty much we explain, I guess they pretty much hint out that Michonne does kill the Savior, or the Savior just commits suicide, to find out that Michonne did find what is she looked for. We're going right back to the Kingdom, which is the one I was actually excited about. We see a soldier from the Kingdom talking with Morgan and Carol about how the Saviors will attack and kill at will. Doesn't matter if their supply runs out, they are not to be trusted. This guy is looking to kill the Saviors. He wants to attack. He wants someone to talk to King Ezekiel about this. And now, I'm the one that's saying I know he has a big part in the comics, so go forward about it. We were looking forward to seeing what will go on, but maybe further on. Instead, Carol is still in her distress. She wants to be left alone. Nobody to bother her. Nothing. Morgan's still in his no-kill mode. So we leave that and find out what's going on. He lets them know a lot of these people are going to die unless he makes a move. We move on to a part where Spencer and Negan are having a talk. And what I love, for the fellow comic readers like myself, this is the part you were looking forward to if you hated Spencer. Spoiler alert. You see him playing billiards. He's pretty much saying that he could be the leader Diana was. To kill Rick. He can't stand Rick. He thinks Rick is eager, hungry. Negan is playing the ball, doing one-out shot. They're drinking whatever they're drinking, whiskey or whatever. Before you know it, he does the complete scene, telling him he has no guts. Before you watch him gut Spencer like a pig. All his intestines are falling all over the place. You watch him drop to the floor. Everyone's in suspense. To me, personally, I was waiting for that. I couldn't stand him. He was such a little turd. And he died like that in the comics, which I was kind of grateful for. I was waiting for that moment. So, from then on, we see Rosita. The only person I actually think that had balls in that whole Alexandria. Makes a shot at Negan. Misses, of course. Come on. We all know if he's going to end. Ain't going to be Rosita, does it? Alright, so pretty much Negan picks up this bullet. He notices that it's homemade. Rosita is left on the floor. His servant, a rock or soldier, is right there. They're trying to find out what's going on. She's refusing to say anything, and pretty much Negan is going all ape shit. He's getting ready to cut her face open. So at the point, Rosita's not spilling Eugene's name. Who is the real maker of the bullet? So instead, he decides to have one of his saviors kill someone from Alexandria. They pop the one person who's in charge of all the guns, Olivia, right in the eye. She's playing out dead. This alerts Rick to go crazy. Rick is telling Negan they had an understatement, and this is actually something that was straight from the comics, which I love that this season is going right with the comics. It actually is the first time they actually done it in a while. So pretty much you have Negan and Rick eyeballing each other. He wants to know what's going on, who made the bullet. Eugene finally spills his guts. Negan tells him he's going with them back to the Savior's hunt, the Savior's safe zone. This leaves a whole shockness of all the civilians in Alexandria. This leads to a spot where Michonne and Rick actually have a conversation with each other. They're talking about, Michonne is finally kind of talking sense and kind of gets Rick's balls all back up. Talking about fighting, getting right down to business. So pretty much Rick goes back and you see the hilltop, Maggie's there. They all have this shocking feeling. Sasha and Maggie let him in. We finally see Rick. This is like the most heart-touching moment of the whole episode. Rick, Maggie, Sasha are all gathered up since the first episode. So now you know things are going to get a little different. They're no longer serving the Saviors. You see Daryl, Rick together. They have a bromance hug moment. And that's how you know business is about to pick up. You finally found out they're agreeing. They're done with Negan. They're going to fight the Saviors. They know they need to take them out. They can't be living like this. So you see them all at the hilltop walking up to the door. Now this leads to the preview. They're going to go right to the kingdom. King Ezekiel, the main focus from the comics, the main person everyone's waiting for. they're going to try to get the three communities, like they did in the comics, to go after Negan. This leads to one of the most famous comics in the Walking Dead series, All Out War. The Saviors and Negan versus the entire three communities of the Hilltop, Alexandria, and the Kingdom. I don't know, what do you guys think? I actually think this to be the best mid-season premiere since season 4 when the governor killed Herschel. I don't know, my reactions are, I thought it was a great episode. I thought it gave it a lot of stability. But, as long as they're sticking to the comics, that's what I'm hoping for. Because we all know further up, there's a whole nother threat worse than Negan. But I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What do you guys think? Because I'm mostly excited for the war. I actually think that the rest of this season is going to be prepping for the war. And we already know how that was with Negan versus them. It's going to be a lot of crazy stuff going on. But I'll leave it up to you guys. I mean, that's my review on it. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, there was other episodes. Nothing's going to beat that premiere. That season premiere. Nothing, I don't think. But I'll leave it up to you guys. I don't know. You guys have a different opinion? Any ideas that you guys thought? Any comparison from the comics to the show? Leave it in the comment box below. I'm actually interested. I want to know. I want to know what you guys think. Because I'm still behind on you guys. But I know a little bit more about the comics. So you guys let me know. Any other questions? Just put it right in the description box. I have all my social media there. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Horror God. And you stay dead.